It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Commanders, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra.
The Bills defense ready to go and in good form coming off the shutout a week ago. And the one we'll be watching is this man at corner.
And he had a great game a week ago. Just about everybody on this unit did in the shutout. It's going to be a tough performance to replicate. But this group, they believe they're up to the challenge.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action now. Brissett. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They, you might remember, forced a safety last time they were out there, so they're playing with some confidence now as this drive begins with a first down. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 18 carries, 67 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Buffalo defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down, Brissett. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 25-yard line.
To throw is Brissett. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Buffalo defense back out there. Their guys have the lead here in this first half. They'll try to further the cause on their end as this drive begins 1st and 10. Brissett to throw on 1st. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Here we go, let's go.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll play with a lead here to begin this 3rd quarter. Looking for another solid half of football to carry them to victory. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. And award that sack to Boogie Basham. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Brissett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carlos Basham in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
Now that's the way to start the 2nd half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Robinson up the middle. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They hold the lead here in this 3rd quarter, but every drive important in a 1-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here.
19, again. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. Gun. Hey, kill.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Brissett. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Bills defense ready to go again. They'll see what they can do and try to force a stop as this drive starts 1st and 10. started out. Robinson. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Von Miller. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game. Even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
The Buffalo defense back out there. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. They start on the ground with Robinson here, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Brissett now. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brissett. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Brissett on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. Brissett now on 2nd down. Under pressure, they got him again. Here now, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Brissett. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Brissett. And Dotson, he's got it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.